Hello and welcome back, ladies, and if you're new here, my name is JAKS, and today I am sharing with you all my 7-day postpartum, post-baby update. I figured for this video we can just follow the same format I did for all of my bump dates, which if you want to watch those, I will link them up above. But I always did those with a baby update, a mama update, and a family update, and I figured the same idea can apply here. So let's kick it off with the baby update. I'll put cute baby footage and baby pictures over here while I'm talking about baby Kingsley since he is asleep right now, and he's cuter than me. So I'll put his stuff right there. And if you are wanting a full birth story and to know everything about that, then you can check out his birth vlog up here. But otherwise, the bare minimum details that you need to know is he was born May 11th, weighing in at 5 pounds, 14 ounces, and 19 inches long. As you can probably see from all the cute photos, he loves having his hands up by his face, which is exactly how he was throughout all of those ultrasounds. Well, he had his hands and his feet up by his face, but now it's just his hands. He loves having those there to soothe and suck on. So whenever I swaddle him with his hands up now. He is wearing a combination of preemie clothes and tiny, tiny newborn clothes. I went through and fished out all my tiniest little newborn sizes. Gerber has really small sizes, while Carter's goes on the bigger side. Things I learned with Evangeline because she was also so small, but I didn't break down and buy any preemie clothes with her because she was just right on the cusp. Kingsley is so tiny with just tiny, skinny little chicken legs that he really needs those preemie clothes. So I sent out a message on Facebook, got some that way, and then of course the grandparents, Mama Kay, could not resist buying some little tiny preemie clothes. So I think we're set to go. I imagine he'll be in those for just a few weeks. Other than being tiny, he has been doing really great. He did spend a few days coughing up amniotic fluid, but honestly, that just meant kind of more spit up than normal, and that resolved after about 3 days. Other than that, he's just super chill. He eats, he sleeps. He is so quiet compared to Evangeline. She came out with strong opinions and hasn't backed down since, and he is just so quiet. So we'll see if, as he grows and kind of catches up, if he gains a little more spunk to him. But for now, he's just really chill, which I am not complaining about. Breastfeeding is still not happening. I am almost exclusively pumping now, and there's a few reasons that we're having kind of a rocky road with breastfeeding. One, he was a C-section baby. That makes it harder. He's so tiny, and he was early, which also means he can get kind of overwhelmed with trying to breastfeed. And of course, we have PCOS also fighting against us, which hinders like my supply. So anyway, a full gambit of things. Gonna chat with a lactation consultant, see if we can't make improvements. But like I said, I had a very realistic view of breastfeeding from the beginning, and we've come across enough hurdles that I'm, just have to admit it may not be a long-term solution for us, but every day that I can give him the antibodies for me through my breast milk that I'm pumping is a good day. That being said, supplementing and breast milk combination, we are doing so great with weight gain. He was born weighing 5 pounds, 14 ounces. I think at his Friday checkup or his weigh-in, which is 3 days after he was born, he was weighing in, I think, at 5 pounds, 12 ounces, so it dropped just a few. But then by Tuesday at his 1 week appointment, he was weighing in at 6 pounds, 4 ounces. So we are doing absolutely great with weight gain. I am so glad to hear this. All of our suspicions were that it was just, an intrauterine growth restriction, that there was nothing wrong with him to stop his growth. And once he got out, he would thrive, and everything is pointing in that direction, that he just needs time to eat and sleep and grow, and he will definitely catch up and continue to grow. On to the mom update. Let's quickly go through what is happening with me. Let's start with a weigh-in like we usually do. I actually, on the day of my delivery, that morning before that appointment, I was weighing in at 168.7, which is 20.2 pounds over my starting weight. So almost exactly 20 pounds from where we started. That was right then. And I can show you the footage from my 36-week update. So that would have been exactly when I turned 37 weeks, so just 4 days prior. So this is my stomach 4 days prior to that C-section, and then, or my bump. And then I have footage of 8 days post C-section where I was weighing in at 153.8. So that is exactly 15 pounds down from my delivery day weight. So almost a little over a week later, I am down 15 pounds, and here is the bump shot for that. Morning. Ooh, my hair's still a little wet, just got out of the shower. So I thought I would check in and do a little bump date since we are officially a week out from my C-section. I had my C-section on Tuesday, and this is the following Wednesday, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a bump update. This is what we're looking like from the front. From the side. Shuffle out there so you can get the full effect. From the front without the shirt, still you have the line. I was gonna say, there's not any bruising there. It's real sore right along here. And then from the side. So, I mean, doing pretty awesome, in my opinion. I don't so much care about the appearance. I want these muscles to work again. It sucks not having ab muscles, really. But that's okay. Overall, doing pretty good. So, as you can see, doing pretty good. I'm impressed, I guess, with my body's ability to bounce back, and it continues to kind of just come back. We'll see. I'm just more curious than anything else. I don't have a lot of expectations, and I don't care a whole lot. So we'll see what happens there. As I get more back to my new normal, I'm interested to just kind of see what that ends up being. Let's see, what's happened in the last week? Fluid retention. Once I got out of the hospital, I was so poofy. They'd given me so much IV fluid during my stay. I was so poofy. And that started to wane on day 5 and has continued to go back down. In fact, I woke up on day 7 and I was like, oh, look, my face is back because I'd lost so much fluid. So I'm really glad to see that go down. And with that, also the pain in my hands and feet from fluid retention is starting to wane as well, which is much appreciated. As far as pain goes, in the hospital, I didn't take any narcotics. It was just ibuprofen and Tylenol and Toradol. I think those were the ones they give you. And once I got home, I did take my stronger pain meds as needed. I'm just doing more. But the pain is honestly a pretty good indicator of when I need to calm down. So I try to only take that at night when I will already be in bed. I don't want to take it during the day and be like, oh, I feel so great, and then do a bunch of chores and kind of compound the issue. So I try to limit the stronger pain meds to at night. That being said, heating pad, oh my God, what a godsend. It just feels so good along my sore muscles. And that's something I guess I didn't really expect. Most of my pain is coming from my muscles, not that incision. Oh my God, that incision looks absolutely amazing. I can't show it to you obviously because it's too down low, but I even in the hospital when I looked at it, I was like, even if this doesn't get any better, this is totally acceptable. It's just so fine. They did such a good job of securing it back together. You will never know. I will never know. No one will ever know it's there. It's looking so great. Let's see. I did get a cold because I'm so skilled. I did get a cold coming out of the hospital, and that sucked. But it has gone now. Obviously, I sound a lot better. And really the only postpartum symptoms that I'm really feeling is just lack of being able to control my temperature. I'm getting hot, I'm getting cold, I'm sweating profusely at night and getting chills at different points during the day. I think this is hormones crashing. I think this is just how much blood I lost. You can check out the birth vlog for all of that. I don't want to get into that here, but I think it's just a combination of my body trying to recover from all these things and just failing at that. But again, it's improving with each day. The biggest takeaway from this last week was as soon as I got home and had one night of sleep in my own bed, I distinctly just sat there and thought, oh my gosh, I feel so much better right now, postpartum, post C-section, with a cold, with 2 under 2. I feel so much better, even in this condition, both physically and mentally, than I did a few days ago pregnant. And I know I get on here and I talk about like the anxiety and the mental side of it, and obviously physically this pregnancy was a show, but like I like habituated to it, right? Like I got used to it, and it wasn't until like all of that was gone, like all at once, kind of gives some scale to how awful that was, which I think I lost sight of that, just because I was living it every day, living it every day, just trying to get through the day. And that's my point, was I'm doing a lot better, a lot better physically, a lot better mentally, and obviously we'll keep monitoring for any signs of postpartum depression or anything like that, but I'm just so freaking over the moon to not be pregnant anymore. It's literally, it's making me smile just thinking about it. So, there's not much of a point to that other than I'm just so relieved that Kingsley is here. And overall, I mean, my body's still like wrecked, but it's still doing really good, and it's manageable, and it's improving every day. And yeah, like I said, mentally I'm just tired. I'm just tired, but I'm not overwhelmed or anything like that, kind of like I was with Evangeline. Speaking of Evie, our cutie little cutie, she is doing good. I got footage of her meeting her baby brother, which I'll post whatever video that is in. I'm not sure which video it's going in right now, but she was just a little bit intimidated. But over the next few days, she really warmed up to him. She really loves babies. She gets to see them in the daycare sometimes. She really loves the little babies and loves giving Kingsley kisses and hugs and everything, and always asks for him right out of the gate when she gets home from daycare. So she really does love him. Her only, and it's not even, it's almost not worth mentioning, her only struggle right now is the fact that I can't pick her up because of recovering from a C-section and not wanting to damage those muscles further. That is her only beef right now, which, fair enough. Mommy coming home and then not being able to pick you up is kind of a downer, and it's a downer for me too. And I can't wait until that restriction is lifted, because, oh my gosh, I want to lift her up and just be able to put her in her crib and change her diaper and all those kind of things and just, snuggle her. So, and finally, a shout out to the husband, who is being awesome, being really awesome. I know we're both tired and we're both doing a lot, but he is really picking up the slack and just being really patient and checking in and getting me what I need, and especially with the amount of pumping I have to do, he is on top of getting me water, washing those pump parts. It's great. Pumping every 3 hours, nothing's worse than realizing the pump parts are dirty and you need to wash them and then pump and then wash them again. So whenever he comes and scoops up a baby, he gets those and cleans them. And obviously he's taking on a huge chunk of Evie's care since I can't lift her up. So we're both tired, but he is really being an awesome dad, which obviously he is an awesome dad. But I just wanted to give him a special shout out because I feel super supported, even though I'm recovering from a C-section and finding it incredibly infuriating. If I have a day that I say my pain's really high and I need to just lay down, that he's there to help me out and make it happen. We're obviously still adjusting to having 202, but I can happily say that as we get into week 2, we're making it happen, and it's not as bumpy as I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be a lot rougher than this, and it's turned out to be pretty darn good as far as Evangeline adjusting and us adjusting. Baby number 2 is just so much easier to deal with, and then he's just so much chiller than Evie was. So we're definitely cashing in some good karma, I think. Finally. All right, ladies, that's it for this 1 week update. Thank you for watching. As always, thank you for spending your time here with me. And until next time, ladies, keep on fighting. Mwah.